I'm here to show you my project. Apologise about the lighting. I'm just using a lamp. Hope that's better. Okay, so this is a mixed media vintage journal or a book. So this is the front, and I used this paper line from Kmart. It's got some images of a lady there. Done some mixed media techniques there with the gloss. It's like a heavy gel gloss. It dries clear, and then I sprinkled distress powders from Tim Holtz, and also the glitter distress from Tim Holtz as well. And I don't know if it's picking up all the different shades there. And then I also put some sequins on top as it was drying, and also some flakes, mica flakes that Roxy Carr sent me. Thank you, Roxy. So I've put some along there as well, and all of these were from the gorgeous box with all the goodies that Roxy Carr sent me in here. Thank you so much for that. So all these little doodads in there was what I used to make this little collage here. It's very cute, as you can see. It's got the Forever, and I've lightly inked that. I've used two different inks, Photoshop and like a red mulberry brown type of one. Vintage, and I've it was already like a nice brown, and I just went over it with a bit of the Photoshop to give it more shading. And again, with the dyes, I went over that with the dyes, then the mica flakes and the sequins of distress, and and I also added, this is really good, it's Mr. Hugh's, it's Shine, like gives it like a shine, yeah. And of course I put the corners and the back, and the spine is with this paper line from Kmart. So that's the front there, and I've collaged it with media, that medium stuff, ripped up book paper, collaged it in the background, and then I got a pocket, a paper bag from Kmart, and I put the napkin on top of it, and I left a little pocket here for journaling, little tags that have been inked, things like that. Little pull out here, and each page has got one of these. It's got the little peg journaling thing. It's got, isn't that cute? One of those, and it's got some book paper and parchment paper that's been inked and sprayed with this, and that's the ink you're getting from that. So yeah, I wanted to kind of put some multimedia techniques into this journal, but I wanted to make it more like a book as to opposed to a journal, and that's why I went along and put pictures as opposed to making it more like a journal. And I didn't really want to make it like an album where you kind of leave spaces for photos, actually. So that's why I wasn't sure whether to what to call it. So I think I would just call it like a mixed media journal book. Book or journal, yeah. So anyway, the way I started with these pages, these are actually manila folders, and the good thing is you know how manila folders are, you got that natural thing there, so all you need to do is close it here and here. So I just cut it to the size I want, inked it, and then I put a paper line under there. You can see the paper shining through here, and that I used the Timeless Classics from Kaisercraft in conjunction with the Kmart one, which is a lovely vintage collection, and I've distressed and inked and gone along with the this, which is really good. And then I've put like a really old vintage kind of netting fabric over it. It's really lovely, and it gives it like a soft kind of look. Then I've put this lovely paper on top. This is the one from Kmart, and that's been inked, of course, and all that. Then I've put this lovely image from Pion Designs, and I sell this in my store. And I've done some more mixed media techniques here with the stencil, the heavy gloss over here. You can't actually make out the stencil with that. And so that's why I didn't bother doing all that with the rest of the page, because it was kind of like a waste of time besides the glitz. And I thought, well, I don't really want every single page glitzy because it's already been glitzed, so I can kind of make it out, but just anyway, yeah, the cabochons, and I put pictures, glued pictures on them. This was an embellishment I made a while ago, a leaf with the love, the bow. Put some lace on the back there. These two are from Roxy Carr, from that box, and yeah, the lace. With the journal that I was inspired to make this by the journal that Roxy Carr made for me, or that I bought from her, and so I kind of used the techniques, some techniques in here that she used. I noticed with her lace she put some distress inks and stuff like that, so that's what I went and did. And so when you and the top he's got this gorgeous trim here as well, and the little, yeah. So you turn it over, and on the back it's got your pocket with a tag, two tags. Finally got to use those tiny little Tilda dolls. They're good for something, so I stamped and embossed her on there. And I made a cute little tag with little charm there. And this again is what I did at the front. The paper down, put the paper on top of the manila, then put this netting. Made a pocket here with this collection from the Kmart vintage one, which is gorgeous, and they've all been lightly sprayed with this gorgeous vintage trim over there. And as you can see here, it's a half circle that's been cut, that is only visible from this side, because this is the side where I want you to pull it out from. And each one has got these. I thought this is where the journaling part comes in, if you want to write something, and on the back. So this is like a hybrid book. This is like a book in terms of it telling a story. It's not an album because it's already got the pictures, so I class it as a book. I don't know, maybe it is an album. The back to me says journal because it's got the tags, and inside here it's got parchment paper for writing things down, and it's got this for show as well, or writing things over. I was going to stamp them as well, but I thought I'll just leave them. They're inked and they got that lovely spray. And yeah, these are cool. Love those. And yeah, a lot of these tags are really popular with people that are doing the planning. They like the planners. So yeah, I suppose you could call it a planner too, couldn't you? I don't know. I've been seeing there's hybrid books. They call them hybrid, and they reckon it's a cross between an album and a journal. Yeah. Interesting. And the next, pop the tag back in there. And this is the next page here. This is a beautiful paper again. And then I've put this gorgeous, I don't know if you can see that, the paper, and then I put that beautiful piece of fabric. Then I put this gorgeous, this is from Timeless, Kaiser Craft, and then the lace, the image. This embellishment was made by Roxy Carr, and so was this applique, and I put some glossy accents down, and the gorgeous mica flakes that Roxy Carr gave me. It's giving a lovely shine, and the rest of the shine that you're seeing there, of course, is from here. And of course a lot of distressing and inking with Photoshop. Here's another gorgeous embellishment down there, and also this trim up here. I'll turn that over, and there's our pocket. Another tag. It's from the Timeless collection, and each tag, these are the cut-offs from the manila folders, ones that I didn't use. The June, and a bit of lace through there. And again, that's the Tim Holtz Distress powder. Again, this paper here, and that's, oh, I've also used the Take Note as well. So I've used Take Note, Timeless Classics, and yeah, a Kaiser Craft, yeah, two Kaiser Craft ones. No, sorry, yeah, two Kaiser Craft ones, and yeah, came up. There's the pocket here, gorgeous trim. And here we've got journal spot, the parchment paper, which is good because you don't have to coffee dye parchment paper. If I was using normal computer paper to get this look, I'd have to go over it with a paintbrush with coffee, and so it saves a lot of trouble. I think you get 50 sheets for $7, so it's quite reasonable. And this is September, October, November. Cool. Picked these up on special from Craft Online. If any Aussie ladies are watching, they have sales on Craft Online sometimes, and I think I only paid a couple of dollars for a few of them. Maybe 6, which was pretty good. And I just used a circle punch, and just used half of it here, just so you can pull it out, you can see it. I didn't do it on the other side because I didn't want it visible on the other side. See, I just wanted it visible on this side. So here's the next page here. So this is like a little bit of a pink theme going on here. Again, the paper in the back, that netting, and then we've got this gorgeous, this one's from Kmart. I love that. It's like writing with a bit of the pink here, and so I put this pink wrapper, and then I'll put this piece of trim. It's like a piece of lace Love that, very vintage. Put her there, she's got a bit of pink there. Put that there. And that. And those two. Little cabochon with a picture glued, like you glue it. Put some glue on the cabochon, put it over a picture, let it dry and cut around it. And of course, distressed, and that shine you're seeing is the flakes. So in little spots here, I've put the mica flakes with the glossy accents and then gave that a quick spray with that. And the back again. Yeah. And this paper. This is like a two-tone. Oh no, I've actually used two different ones. Yeah. Little pocket. Composition book. And this one is a recipe card. That's cool. Recipe card. Next page. And the top here, I've put a ring slider with seam binding. The paper in the background there, that's a gorgeous paper. So little flowers. And that's the big piece of fabric I put over there, and I've kind of put another piece here under this gorgeous paper. And I've wrinkled, I don't know if I forgot to mention, I've wrinkled those papers and these papers. And then I've gone over it with the Distress ink, and that's why you can see they're kind of, see, yeah, gives it a more aged look. And I've very lightly with the pictures ruffled them a little bit because I didn't want them totally straight. But you can see here where I've kind of scrunched them and then put that on. Yep, these from Roxy Carr. Thank you, Roxy. Cabochons. That gorgeous little one there. And then here's the back here. The tags. And there's the last page here. Oh, and I've got another one in here, of course. A gorgeous fox. And the parchment paper. The back. Thank you very much. This was given to me by Alter Junkie Jane. I just folded it into itself because it was too wide, I think. I didn't want it covering all of this. Madison and me did this together. She was very this down, and then I thought, oh, what am I going to use? And I just finished doing a haul with these tags that I got that were part of it, and I thought they'd be perfect. So I didn't have time to ink them, but I will. And there we go. So that's the book, and of course the corners, I've put the corner protectors, and also for show as well, because it just, my daggy jammers. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with my mixed media vintage book, journal book. And yeah, I'm really hoping that Shannon Green will see this and ask me to join her little group. I hope this is arty enough for you, Shannon. Thanks all for watching. Bye.